What is up, guys? Insano James back with another video, and I want to point out that yes, it's been about a month since I've uploaded my last video, but I'm back, and I haven't really had any games I wanted to do a video for my viewers, except for Days Gone. This is one of the games I've been waiting for since they released the trailer. So yeah, I've been really hyped for this game, and so yeah, let me get into this. I'm gonna give you my opinions, my thoughts of how far I've been playing into the game. I have not finished it yet, but as far as I've played, I want to point out its weak points and its strong points in the game, and what makes it worth your money, worth your time, and what makes this a good game. So I'm going to start off with its weak points to anticipate you guys on what to look forward to with what's good in the game. So let me get to it. Alright, first off, I'm going to point out its aiming system is bad. It's bad. It's not horrible, it's not shit, but it's bad. It's gonna take some getting used to. You do have perks that you can unlock and upgrade skill points to make your aiming better, and that goes along with one of Deacon's abilities in the game, which he is a tracker, so that kind of gives you a like a slow motion, much like Red Dead Redemption. It's going to remind you a little bit of Red Dead Redemption, except you won't be able to mark your enemy when you blow their fucking head off. But yeah, that's going to be a perk in the game where you can have slow-mo as you're shooting the enemy or the zombie, or freaker if you will. That's what they're called in the game. So yeah, that's one of the strong points in the game, that you'll be able to unlock a perk for your aiming, which is actually a weak point. So I guess it's kind of both sides of the fence there, as you know, being to make the game enjoyable as far as shooting goes, or using a rifle in the game. Most of the time I use stealth, so I'm going to move on to the melee combat system in this. Now, I've heard and I've seen a lot of, I've watched quite a few videos, not so much reviews, but more or less people's opinions and thoughts on the game, much like mine. But I've also watched a few reviews about the game, and IGN is one of the reviewers that I've watched, and most of the time when I've seen their reviews, they point out the bad and the good, but I watched maybe about 3 minutes of their review, and it kind of just pissed me off because I didn't play it yet, and I was really looking forward to this game, and they were saying that this is one of the worst exclusives for the PS4. And I don't know what their rating was, but I'm assuming it was bad, because I just wasn't going to sit through the 10 minutes or whatever, how many minutes it was. But the 30 seconds into the video, they just started trashing the damn game. So it pissed me off after that, and then I went off the video. So, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to take IGN's word for it. I'm going to give you my opinion. I want to experience this for myself. So, yes. So the combat system is solid. I will say that it is solid. You're able to repair your melee weapons. Now, if your melee weapon breaks, you still have your knife, but that takes a little longer to kill your enemy or zombie. Either one, it'll take quite a few hits with the knife to kill zombie or human in the game. But as long as you have a melee weapon, you can repair that, but that'll be a perk that you have to unlock through outposts, earning more skill points, playing through the campaign, or just doing side missions, getting enough bounties to get you to that next level to unlock those skill points. So yeah, that's one of the perks that allows you to even upgrade like the wooden melee weapons, like a bat or 2x4. You're able to put like nails through it, make it more effective. Now the machete I'm carrying, you see on my back right now, that's probably one of the most effective ones, because it's only like 2 hits and they're dead. And I think the bat as well, about one or 2 hits straight in the head and they're dead. I rhymed there for a minute. But yeah, so the combat system's solid. I have no problems with it, and I've seen a few videos where people just did not like this game at all. They didn't like the combat system. They didn't like the motorcycle mechanics. Driving and the aiming system. The story sucked. The graphics were bad, and I'm like, this is bullshit. I wasn't believing what I was hearing, because it was so hyped when the trailer released. People were. This was a very anticipated game that people were, hyped for, and I wasn't believing the fucking video I was watching of this jackass talking about how bad the game was, graphics and everything that went along in the game. And I honestly think that was just a video just to get views. And I'm dead serious. I honestly think that's what that video was, because either he got it before it came out, like some YouTubers do, or he got it, he pre-ordered it. So, and he just completely trashed the entire video game. Days Gone. Not saying one good thing about the game. Just, there's better zombie games out there. I'm just going to play World War Z, which actually I'm going to end up doing that as well, but after I'm done with this one. But yeah, so aside from the combat system, I want to move on to the the driving mechanics for your motorcycle. Now, at first, it's not going to be solid. It's not. The driving mechanics aren't solid. It's a little awkward, but it does take some getting used to. Those of you who are like huge, Saints Row fans or Grand Theft Auto, obviously, it's not going to have the same driving mechanics. Now, it's not like you press triangle and you get on and off your bike. But like I said, it does take some getting used to. Now, one of the things that will make it more easier for you to avoid freakers, because there are freakers in this game that will lunge at you in this game. Now, I've come across a few that lunged at me while I was on my motorcycle, and leaves me having to repair my motorcycle. And so I have to say that you press the circle button and you kind of do a drift around sharp corners. It makes it much easier for you to drive your bike and avoid, like wolves or the freakers that are attacking you. So it's a both side of the fence. It'll take you a lot of things that I'm mentioning. It's easily looked past, because the main thing in this game that its strongest point in this game is its story. Alright guys, there's a couple more things I wanted to mention in this video before I end it. I want to talk about the graphics. Now the graphics, I haven't had any issues with it. Some of the things I've been hearing that people complained about was freeze frame drops, loading time. That's still kind of an issue. I guess that's just the game in general. But the dialogue isn't going with the movement of the mouse in the cutscenes, and even cutscenes are freezing and the dialogue is still going, which is weird. I haven't really come across any game that's done that, but apparently that's been one of the things that people have been complaining about, is the graphics not working correctly. So yeah, that's been fixed. if that was, seeing that that was an issue for the people who've bought it when they pre-ordered it. Okay, now I want to talk about the motorcycle. Now I already talked about how you know the the driving part isn't that great. I want to talk about what else you're able to do with your motorcycle, and that's some people had an issue with this. It was a chore. It was annoying, uh, where you had to refuel it and repair it. And one thing that people did like was being able to upgrade your bike in a lot of ways. Custom paint job, nitrous, wheels, uh, all those in effect with upgrading your bike, making your fuel last longer, where gas doesn't run out as quickly. And I think that's really cool, and it makes it so much more realistic, in my opinion. Alright guys, now I want to talk about the free DLC we are going to be getting next month in June. We're going to be getting a survival mode, a challenge mode, getting rewards and items for those challenges, and combat mode. They're going to be removing fast travel and map, adding new trophies that we can unlock with the new modes that we're going to be getting each week beginning in June. A new bike horde or combat challenges will be deployed to test players even further, with new bike skins as well. Hopefully we'll be getting new weapons, and no information on if we are going to be getting a new Game Plus mode, which would be really cool, because it kind of sucks having to restart over and over. Or maybe we'll be able to just, after we beat the game, be able to use these new modes to further our experience of the game, and I'm excited, and I hope you guys are as well. I'm going to end the video here. This is Insano James. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.